This is my Jackson Cuda, and I want to demo the trolling motor mount that I made for it and cutoff switch that I have for it. This is the cutoff switch that I made for it, and most of the time when I'm on the water I just swing it around here, and I usually have it on here so I can turn the trolling motor on and off just by bumping it with my fishing rod or just turn it off and on with my hands. See, it works out pretty good, really. Just helps me control the speed a lot better. So put it there, put it on the side, kind of get out of the way. Now with this Cuda, I found I had a little bit of a problem. When I'm sitting in the seat and if I need to paddle, if I'm in hydrilla or something like that, this motor is just, everything is in the way. My elbows hit that when I'm paddling. So this is what I've done. When I don't want to paddle, take the key out and I just rotate this and swivel this thing to the back. Put it in the back of the kayak like that. It's out of the way. I can still paddle. Takes the weight, doesn't make it off balance on one side or where you would have to balance it on the other side. So it just naturally balances it. Sometimes I just put it like about right there. Just drop that thing in there so it doesn't bounce around on that mount. Just makes everything real solid in the back there. And then I can just raise it up again, drop it in the water. I don't even really have to raise this up and move this out because most of my steering is done with my rudder in the back. Once I have that thing going straight, that rudder works great. Occasionally I do have to put it in reverse. The nice thing about this motor, I got it off of eBay. It's pretty neat the way that head swivels like that, so when I do drop it down or pull it up, that handle's not in the water, not facing down here, you know, dragging in the water. It's up out of the way, and it's not in the way when you're fishing and everything else. You're not bumping elbows, so when I cast or do anything like that, it's out of the way. Turn it on once I get going. Again, like I said, turn it on, turn it off that way. Usually when I'm trolling, I put that key back in there, and so that way if I hit bottom or gets caught up in some brush or something like that, it doesn't swivel, push back, or move on me. I think that's about it there. You can see the back view of it, kind of the way I have it mounted in there. Let me take the seat out, kind of show you a little bit too how I have that. Just had two pieces of square tubing that I put together, bolted together. Raised that up. I raised it up one level higher on that so that when I bring this thing back, the motor doesn't hit the side of the kayak. All clearance, because that motor hangs down about 3 or 4 inches there, you can see in the back, so that just keeps that clearance there. I took a couple of turnbuckles and I made a mount that's in there also inside the kayak. I just use those turnbuckles, tighten it down so it's in there pretty tight. Works out really good for me, and I'm pretty pleased with it. Turn it on, turn it off. From here, cruises pretty good, so even when I have it in speed 1, sometimes it's a little bit too fast, so I'm just constantly bumping it. Turn it on, turn it off, keeping that speed going. And I think that's it.